What's up, everybody, and welcome to the debut episode of Comic Book Fights. My name is Izzy. If this is the first time you're watching the show, thank you for watching. It's going to be an exciting fight. We got two great competitors that are ready to bring it out. First things first, I just want to let everybody know that, again, this is part of a new show that we're doing. It's based off a previous show. If you ever watched Screen Junkies movie fights, it's kind of the same thing. But I'm going to throw my own little twist in there. I have two participants that are willing to do the fight. They are our boy Cliff on Comics and Couching and Slouching with C-Bizzle. Let's bring them out to the stage. They're ready to fight. What's up? Let me put you right here, C-Bizzle. What's going on, guys?
Nothing much. I'm ready.
You guys are ready?
I'm hot. The council got me all fired up. C-Bizzle has got them fired up.
So I'm going to be honest with you. We have spoken to the people in the YouTube community, the community board, and Cliff's a big favorite. I'm just telling you. C-Bizzle,
I know.
Are you ready to bring the fight in?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? So before we get started with our matchup, I'm going to give everybody the rules and the rounds and everything that goes around. So let's start off with the rules. The rules are pretty simple. Each fighter will have 1 minute to present their pick. Everybody's going to have a pick, and their opponent has 1 minute to present their rebuttal for that pick. Free-for-all discussion where the fighters engage in war. So once they've done their pick and then their rebuttal, then they fight. And we're going to let the fight go. Trash talking is definitely acceptable. So go at it. Just, be mindful. No mama jokes, okay? That's what I'm going to say. No mama jokes. Cliff, I'm watching you. All right. Second of all, each fighter will have 1 minute for a closing statement. And then the winners for each round will be selected by the live stream viewers. So if you are watching at the live stream right now, you are going to tell us who wins this round. So make sure, let me know, just say round one or something like that to let me know that's round one. All right. Our rounds are as follows. We're going to have 4 rounds total. Round 1 and round 2, each fighter gets a pick. So round 1 is going to be Cliff. Round 2 is going to be C-Bizzle. Round 3 is going to be taken from the YouTube poll that we put up a little while ago. And in the final round, it's going to be 5 sudden death questions with 2-minute rounds. Now, the catch with that one is that it's going to come from the community. Now, the way you're going to do it, guys, in the community is that you are going to DM me your questions for the speed round. So make sure you DM me at IzzyVerseNYC and IG. I will be seeing my IG to make sure I get those questions. So the first good questions, the first 5 good questions, because I had a question earlier, it didn't work for this. All right. So it's going to be a comic book related or within the world of pop culture. It doesn't matter. Star Wars, you name it. Manga, anime, whatever it is. But make sure you DM me your questions for the speed round. We're going to try to take the first 5 that we could get. So those are your rules. Guys, how you feel about it? Do you feel like you could do this?
I can do this all day.
You can do this all day? You ready for a fight?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we're going to have a fight, guys. So with that said, we have to make sure that we bring in our sponsor.
Witnessing the first ever battle between 2 living, breathing cartoon characters.
We should mention that this fight is sponsored by our good friends at the Whack-Me Corporation.
I'm going to love seeing Cliff's face for these videos and stuff like that. So you guys are ready to go? Let's go.
Let's get it on.
All right, we're going to start off with our first question here. So our first question came from Cliff, and this is what Cliff picked this first round. Who is currently the worst artist in comics right now? That's going to be the first question. So with that said, I'm going to pass it along to Cliff, who is going to start this off. Let's make sure I remove myself.
There we go. The timer's beginning. Woo! Is it the right timer? Give me that 2-minute timer. Give me that 2-minute timer. All right, I'm just gonna go. All right, worst artists in comics right now. With all due respect, and I guess that means a lot of disrespect, John Romita Jr., I can't take it anymore. Phoning it in forever. Look at this. What is happening? The man does not understand proportions. I can't. We've been taking it for too freaking long. I can't deal with it. It's been forever. All right? Gone are the days where there were people in the offices who could touch him up and make him look a little more like his dad. And I don't want to hear it because it's true. All right? And I don't care if you don't believe it. It's happening. All right? He's developed this stylized approach, but it is terrible. It's exaggerated poses. You know, he can't even get ankles right. I can't deal with it. Don't even get me started. Oh, it's the countdown. Damn. Big Comics, Awful Pet, #1. God awful. That's the truth.
All right. So now we're going to bring in Seamus.
Just waiting for my countdown. There we go. Okay. So as an artist, I really hate this question because I don't like dissing other artists. But hear me out. The person that is the worst artist right now is Drew Moss, the guy that drew Thundercats. This is not him. This is David Nakayama. But the interiors were done by Drew Moss. I don't drop many books often, but when I drop them, it's because the story is not good or things of that nature. I literally dropped it because the art was not fitting for the Thundercats. I can't understand it. I don't like his proportions is off. The way some of these characters look. Panther don't look like Panther. I mean, come on, look at this. Look at this. Like, come on. Like, Drew Moss, I love you, but you need to touch up on yourself, my guy.
That said, it's now time for the fight. Go for it. Fight it out, guys. You got to be on mute first, Cliff.
Drew Moss's proportions may be out of control, but they are shockingly not as out of control as John Romita Jr. and them anklets. Okay?
Destroying my childhood. Drew Moss artwork is destroying
John
my
Romita
childhood.
Jr. isn't destroying my childhood. Like, I didn't have Spider-Man forever.
Look, but at least JR, he does have some good qualities.
What good qualities? He's nice to shake hands with at a convention. He got no good artistic qualities.
No.
None whatsoever. I bet Drew Moss might even be more pleasant.
Drew Moss is like when you buy a Thundercat book and you see the David Nakayama cover on there, you think, oh, the interior might be great. It might be fantastic. And then you open the book, and you see this monstrosity that Drew Moss has done. Once again, Drew Moss, I'm sorry. Don't mean to diss you.
I see the monstrosity of Amazing Spider-Man 47,
he
and then I open it, and it's also hideous on the inside.
Look what he did to the. Look what he did. Look at Pantro. Look where my finger is at. Down here. Look what he did.
I gotta put this up.
Look,
Pantro did to him.
Listen,
Pantro. Look at this. No, he's not. Listen,
you know what you should have done? You should have whipped up the page with the 6-finger Panther because that one's the worst. Still.
Okay, all right. So tell me, Cliff, why Drew Moss is better than Frank Miller. Can you tell me why?
Well, who brought Frank Miller into this conversation?
Well, I said, I'm reading somebody else's. No. First show I already screwed up. Tell me why Drew Moss is better than John Romita.
You heard it here, folks. Izzy hates Frank Miller's artwork. All right.
That's just messed up.
So anyhow, JR, because JR has been blowing it forever, and they keep giving him work, and because he's Daddy's kid, his father.
Daddy's kid?
Oh yes, he is riding the coattails of his father's legacy and riding it hard. Okay, No one deserves the crap that he's giving us. And people pay $5-6 for that book, for those garbage covers and garbage interiors. Mr. Fantastic stretching. I can't even. Mr. Fantastic's fingers look like this on every page. It's like, hey, Peter. No, bull. I can't take it. His covers horrible. It's indecent. It's indecent. It's so bad. I want to
see Bizzle. What are you gonna say towards that? How you gonna combat that?
JR is a better artist than Drew Moss.
Oh, I'm gonna vomit.
So I mean, like you said, the 6-finger panthro, a lot of the proportions, the way some of these characters are drawn in Thundercats, it made me drop the book. I don't drop the book for art. This is the first time ever I actually dropped a book because of the art. JR is a better artist. If you compare these two, JR is a better artist than Drew Moss, like hands down. And it's not even close.
You got anything else to say to that?
I'm just saying, Spider-Man's ankles. House of Action Comics, House of Kent, Part 1. That's it. Those are my proof. Look at those covers. Okay, look at those covers and cringe and disgust with me, and then we'll
cringe and disgust.
Hey,
wow.
JR interiors is better than Drew Moss interiors.
Only on Kick-Ass. That's the only one I'm giving you because he had excellent support on that. But that is hot garbage. At least half the colors for Drew Moss's Thundercats are better than the colors that this man has been giving us.
Well, keep in mind, JR doesn't do the colors, so you can't blame JR for the colors. That's a fact.
I'm gonna condemn him for anything that I want. This is a
wow.
All right. If your
I'm just sticking to the pencils.
If your colorist can't even save your work, that's how messed up you are. That's what I'm talking about. His colorist can't even save him.
Now, what about Drew Moss? Has Drew Moss been doing other things besides Thundercats? You mentioned earlier that he was doing some other work.
Drew Moss, not that I can recollect. This is the only real book that I've seen him in. Mm-hmm. And I'm already turned off. So any other books in the future, mm-hmm. I have to look into it. And I kept buying it. And matter of fact, let me tell the world this. It was this man right next to me that told me to drop the book because of the artwork. So he's telling me to drop this book because of artwork. I say, no, it might get better. It doesn't get better. That's
a good point. That's definitely a good point. He has a point there.
As much as I enjoy being right, and I appreciate you as much as I enjoy being right. I'm right about dropping the book because it was garbage. But you know what's more garbage? That someone should have such a legacy of giving me garbage freaking books for so long. All right. What's worse? The new guy on the block isn't so great on his big first outing for Dynamite, or the guy who's been around for freaking 30, 40 years and it's hot spewing garbage on a weekly basis. Which one's really worse, everybody?
Here's the thing. The past couple of years, we've been getting a lot of our childhood comic books coming out with Transformers, with G.I. Joe, with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When we heard that Thundercats is getting their own title again, everybody was elated. And then when we saw the cover, when David Nakayama did the cover, we was like, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. And then we open up the book, and it's Drew Moss. Our childhood was ruined. The legacy of the Thundercats was ruined. Let me put it like this.
Moss, or was it ruined the minute you saw the mustache on Tigra? I want to know at which point it went over the edge.
Listen, our childhood was dashed because of this.
You know what's dashed? The hopes of TNA, freaking Gwen and Mary Jane when you open up Amazing Spider-Man, because it's just a bunch of straggly stick figures slapped together and colored for freaking John Romita. I'm sorry, half of John Romita's artwork, I know 5-year-olds that could put out a better Amazing Spider-Man. All right. With
that being said, let's go ahead and let's get our last minute remarks, starting with you, C Bizzle. So let me know what your why Drew Moss.
Okay. Like I said, when I grew up, I'm an 80s kid, I picked up the Thundercats book hoping that it was going to live up to the Transformers and the G.I. Joes, all my childhood cartoons, whose comic books are great and fantastic. And when I picked it up, I saw the covers and I said I was about to be amazed, but I was hoodwinked. I was bamboozled. I was run amok. I didn't land on the Thundercats. The Thundercats landed on me. And I opened it up and I saw Drew Moss Drew Moss artwork, and it hurt my feelings.
Hurt
I
your
said,
feelings.
What is this? And then I got a little worm in my ear.
All right,
AKA
5 seconds.
He told me it was bad. I didn't listen to him. I should have listened to him.
All right, let's see what Cliff has to say.
By the way, do you know what I love most about this battle right now? Is that either way I win.
Keep going. You gotta be.
Listen, John Romita Jr. Everyone out there knows the hot garbage that is John Romita Jr. That's the best part about my argument. You know, you want to talk about having your childhood ruined? It's like this guy is riding his father's coattails, so you can open a mediocre story to less than mediocre art. Less than mediocre art. Every time a guest artist is on that book, the book sells a little bit more. That's how bad we're talking. I didn't show up for stick figures and anklets. Okay, I didn't show up for a tittyless black cat, but that's what you get. That's what you get when you open up a John Romita Jr. book. That's what's happening. You know?
Right, you're almost up.
Also, he took away Spider-Man's ass from me. That's a personal attack. That's a hate crime against the gays. I mean, like, what more do you need from John to hear about John Romita Jr.?
All right, that's enough. So, oh gosh, this is gonna be insane. All right, guys, you guys, the chat that's watching right now, you get to pick the winner for the first round. Is it going to be Cliff on comics with his choice of John Romita Jr., or is it going to be C-Bizzle with his choice of Drew Moss on Thundercats? Let me know in the chat right now, because we need to pick a winner. So who is it going to be, guys? But in the meantime, guys, how you been doing?
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
All right. So we got one for Cliff there.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you.
Such a flat Jack Black Cat.
That's right, Black Fighters. Flat Jack Black Cat. It's real.
All right, you guys in the chat, you gotta let us know who's gonna get the win. Is it gonna be Cliff or is it gonna be C-Bizzle for this one? Let me know in the chat right now, because we gotta go to the next round. So I think C-Bizzle. Oh, so Frog Brawl, you gotta let me know which one of the two. So Phil is going for Cliff. Frog Brawl, I need a little more clarification. Who are you gonna pick? Are you gonna pick C-Bizzle or are you gonna pick Cliff? Because I think C-Bizzle is more correct, but Cliff had a fantastic argument.
Yeah,
so I don't know which is the pick from there, Frog Brawler.
No one came.
Oh, we got somebody first. We got a C-Bizzle. So
of course,
Black Fighters.
he loves John Romita Jr. He loves him.
Hey, I love John Romita myself, man.
Because it's Stockholm syndrome. You've been.
No, I still like him.
Oh, please.
You should have used that in your argument.
You know what I'm saying?
How dare you? How dare you? What is that?
So I got 2 for Cliff. I got 2 for Brian. So do we have anybody else in the chat that's gonna pick somebody? So let me know in the chat, Cliff or C-Bizzle. If you guys in the chat and you haven't voted for her, go ahead and let me know in the chat, because that way we're gonna find out. While we're doing that, Cliff, what's going on? What's happening in Cliff on Comics, man?
Hi. Well, this weekend on Saturday morning, I'm going to be at a burial and ceremony. So I'm going to have a pre-recorded video for Saturday morning's Comics and Coffee with Cliff. But I promise to deliver with the caliber and quality that you've come to expect from me. And the loud screeching at the abysmal state of comics today. Also, I have 22 who's going to be on the following week. Scotty Vaughn after that. After that, I'm going to have on Newbie Comics. So it's really exciting. I have a beautiful lineup coming through July. Very excited about that. I'm also very pleased to be your guest tonight with the honorable. Now
he's honorable.
Yes, the honorable C-Bizzle. He is a worthy opponent, and I love to have him here. Hey, still 35 cents. Welcome. Vote for me. So,
all right, Cliff, thank you so much. And still 35, I think he just joined us now. So we are doing the fight. It's either Cliff or C-Bizzle. Right now, with 3, Cliff gets the first round. So congratulations to Cliff. He gets that first round.
I knew I had that first round. I knew it.
You knew you had that first round?
Yes.
Well, we're gonna go to that second round now. So the second round is very similar in nature, I'm gonna say, because the second round is from C-Bizzle. C-Bizzle, what Marvel comic is not as bad as most people think. So C-Bizzle is going to go first because this is his argument. I'm curious to see what he's got to say about this one, because that's going to be very, very interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? So C-Bizzle, that's not C-Bizzle. Let's get you out of the way. There you go. C-Bizzle, let us know what your argument is.
This is going to shock a lot of people. This might even break the internet. The book that is not as bad as what everybody think, Amazing Spider-Man. Yes, I said it. Hold on. I can feel y'all butt itching right now, but hear me out. The storyline in this is great. The totality, what Zeb Wells has done, I've appreciated. I'm one of the few people that appreciate Zeb Wells' run on Spider-Man, the whole totality of it. Yes, we had Miss Marvel death, but I was mad about that until it gave us the beautiful gifts of the 2 series of Miss Marvel First Mutant and Miss Marvel Mutant Menace. Great stories, and it brought to light with the death of Miss Marvel in the Spider-Man book. Dark Web was great. Gang War. I know my opponent is going to say it wasn't about Spider-Man, but I feel that it was, and it's leading up to something even bigger down the line with Tombstone. So, Amazing Spider-Man, great title. Y'all should be reading.
All right. With that said, that's not him. That's
Hi. So I'm very surprised, but I'm going to throw all of you for a real shocker, because the comic book at Marvel that you may think is bad, but it's probably a little better, is Captain America. All right? Captain America by J. Michael Straczynski goes for your heartstrings. It starts off with a powerful accounting of Steve Rogers and why he is the first Avenger. I mean, he nails the work. We start with the ghost of Steve Rogers' past, slowly working into the present. The man has put layers into this story. It's stoic, it's poised. You know, you've got sly elements of the supernatural mixed in there with the advanced technology backing it up, an angle with temperamental villains. You know, Captain America #1 set up a really great story. And now he's got to set up something for a whole new division. So, starting with issue 9 and pick up. Woo! Woo!
the stage. Put C-Bizzle back where he belongs there. Let's have the fight begin.
All right, you know that Amazing Spider-Man has been trashed. Peter has not been the star of his own story.
No,
absolutely not the star of his own story.
Disagree.
He
You
has
get the
not
whole
progressed
totality.
shit. We are at over 51 issues. All we've seen.
Zeb run is probably been one of the best runs
Peter ain't shit.
in a while for Spider-Man.
All Peter has done is make
everything is interconnected, and it gave us.
What's going on right now?
Wait. Hear me out.
Mary Jane left and right.
Hear me out. You and I both. Here's one thing that me and you could agree on. Miss Marvel's 2 miniseries were great. And what led up to it, hear me out. What happened is it all started with her death in Spider-Man. And what's going on right now? Matter of fact, aren't you the one that says fight the Empire? So you have not read the latest in Amazing Spider-Man?
So, I have been too busy fighting the Empire to read the latest. But look, what the latest?
It's been great. You're missing out. The Goblin Spider is a great.
Of course, because the Goblin Spider was great.
Chasm was great as a villain in the Dark Web. You're missing out.
Peter Parker can't grow. Peter Parker can't
look at it to totality.
Peter Parker can't have
the way
a life.
he wrote
Peter
Parker in this is great.
Zeb Wells.
You're missing out. You're missing out.
Let's talk
about you know
one at a time, guys. One at a time. I know you guys want to have your fight, but you got to talk. Let the other person speak, man.
Parker has got nothing. Peter's got nothing. Zeb Wells ain't got nothing for him. Peter's life is terrible. All right, I can breathe.
Hear me out. Nobody's talking about that Captain American book. It's boring.
Exactly. We're not
it's a boring book. It's a boring story. There's no big hits going on. He's not even part of any events. You know, it's a boring book. I'm not buying it. I don't think anybody else is really buying it. I'm not sure how it's still going on at this point. Even his event before that was boring.
Oh my God, I'm gonna lose because I may have a coronary because 35 Cent is trying to say that John Romita Jr.'s art save Spider-Man. I'm gonna throw up. I was like, zero respect for Junior, David. Zero respect for John Romita Jr. His best work came at a time where his father's buddies were still in place to make him look good. I'm not taking it back. His art is garbage. It's the first thing to make me not. I have holes in my Superman collection because of John Romita Jr.'s art.
I have not heard anybody even talk remotely about the Captain America book. Not one time. I have nobody say, "Oh, this is a great book."
Because they're not reading it. And because they're not reading it, they're missing out.
It's a missing book.
I will say this: the strike that Captain America has against it is not that it's boring because it's very layered. The strike against it is the artwork actually sucks, unfortunately. Not John Romita Jr. levels of suck because I can still read it, but it still pretty much sucks. That is not a good selling point. So that's all I can give you. But the fact that he's got, he's got the front door cabaret and he's doing a recruitment for them, like it's all very super spy motif. Exactly. Who is the front door cabaret? You got to be reading it. You got to pick up that Captain America number 9. You got to pick up Captain America 9, 10, 11. You got to get in there.
No, you got to get in. Well, you can't. I'm not going to tell you to get into Spider-Man right now because I'm not about to deter you from your fight the Empire theme because I'm respecting that. But the Goblin Spider story is very well written. It's still going in the uptake of what I've been reading of the
my point is the same because Peter Parker can't grow, but evil Peter Parker can, and that does not make a good story. That doesn't make it.
I love evil Peter Parker.
Right,
because I like emo Peter Parker, but I like evil Peter Parker.
Right, because he makes decisions, right? And maybe that's why we identify with villains, because villains know what they want, and heroes can't go after what they want because they want to do the right thing and set everything straight for everybody. And although that is very admirable, bitch, get on with your life, Peter. Come on, how many times are you gonna let her slip through your fingers? How many times are you gonna let her slip through your fingers, Peter? Come on. Ultimate Spider-Man's kicking his butt, left and right.
We're not gonna talk about Ultimate Spider-Man because.
It's not on the
table. We're not talking about Ultimate Spider-Man, guys. We have to talk about the two books that we have. So you both have about a minute to go on. So, starting with Cliff. Cliff, you're going to start it off now. Tell me why Captain America.
And it's not great art, but it's a layered story that has something to offer. And we should all be wondering who is the front door cabaret and who the heck are all these new people they're going to be introducing in Captain America next month. I would like to know. All right. It seems like a pretty good story that no one is reading, and therefore it's probably better than we all think. So this is my point. Go give Captain America a shot with my blessing, knowing that the art is not fantastic, but let's see what's happening there. Let's see what's happening. There's a lot of mysticism, a lot of high-tech villainy, and a lot of new intrigue. It's very old. For me, I find it very old, like mystery of suspense.
All right. See Bizzle. You're up.
Okay. What Zeb Wells has been doing in the story, I've been reading it since the first issue, as you can see here. It's been a great run. I've been enjoying the writing of it. I've been enjoying the events that's in it. No offense to my buddy here, Cliff, but Captain America is slow-paced and is boring. I have not heard anybody in the comic book community talk about it. And y'all know I have multiple screens going at once. So I watch a lot of YouTubers at the same time.
Multiple screens going on.
And nobody's not talking about this Captain America book because it's slow paced and it's boring. Nobody want to hear about the cabaret. I don't know who they are.
Cabaret.
Front door cabaret, back door cabaret, whatever fits your fancy. Nobody's not talking about it.
All right, your time is now up, guys. That was an amazing fight. All right.
Why do we have to go for the back door?
You let us know. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Cliff finds a book with a cabaret in it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Cliff will find it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, we're waiting to see who wins this round. See, Bizzle, let us know a little bit of what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Okay, so my channel, I'm doing a lot of unboxings. Right now, I just got back from out of town. Everybody was at Heroes Con. I was in Detroit, Michigan, my hometown, and I went to 2 comic book stores. One comic book store was my former LCS. I swear I spent like a year's worth of salary there since I was living there. I got some books there. My brother gave me a box of comic books, a whole box, some old Avengers, old Fantastic Four, Warlock,
Yeah, baby.
I can't wait to see that video. I'm also on the Council of Comics, if y'all don't know by now. I'm on their shows on Sundays with film and box office news. On Mondays for hotkeys and comics. I think I said that right.
Mhm.
And today for New Comic Book Day. So you check me out over there. I'm at 415 subscribers right now. So I just hit my 400 subscriber mark. So I'm doing a 400 subscriber giveaway soon. And I'm already preparing for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Some great things is coming down the line. And I hope y'all guys come to my channel. Check me out on my channel and check me out also on the Council of Comics.
Cool. So as we're waiting, I'm waiting to see who else is here. So Frog Brawler says, I'm with Cliff on this one. If Spider-Man has any good, it wouldn't be replacing Wells and JR. I agree that Cap is good. Also, what's up? So he's with Cliff. So Joe is also with Cliff. All right. Captain America has more heart to it than Spider-Man has become. Wow, that's a good one. Yes, CJ, you get to say this is live. You get to find out. So, we got that. Well, Black Spiders again went with C-Bizzle right there. And our boy at 35 cents also picks Cliff.
Woo,
So,
I was not expecting to take round 2.
You know what I'm saying? It's round 2 is a tough one.
People got so much hate for
but then
Spider-Man.
again, we got Kenneth Burr, and we do have 12 people currently watching right now. So I don't know if they're able to vote for the people, but right now we have Cliff leading with two of the three. But then again, at any given time with the lightning round, up C-Bizzle, yeah, DVH has spoken, and he's gone with Cliff. So C-Bizzle, you got an uphill battle right now, but you can still make it, especially when we get to the speed round. So now this is the next round that we're going to go for. And this round's an easy one because I think everybody has their say on the matter. But the question is, and by the way, the winner was Cliff. So Cliff has 2-0 at this moment. And round number 3 is a really interesting one. I'm really excited to hear what you guys have to say. That is, what is the best superhero team? So this was selected by the YouTube community in the poll. So every week we're going to throw in some questions for you guys, and then you have to vote. The number 1 pick gets to be round 3. So that's going to be the pick, which is the best superhero team. We're going to start with this one off with C-Bizzle again because he's behind. So C-Bizzle, let us know what's your pick.
I have an old pick. It's the Fantastic Four. There's a family-oriented team. They was responsible for the last helping us out with the last Secret Wars. And that whole Fantastic Four team is so beautiful. They've always been there for us. We was hurting once Marvel stopped publishing their books, and then when they came back, it was all through fanfare. Everybody's loving it, and right now, even everybody's loving the fact that the Fantastic Four is going to be coming back to the MCU. And we missed them, and are glad that we have them back. And Fantastic Four, the stuff they've been doing for years. They're the first family of Marvel, and they've been great from beginning to end. If you're not, I'm not sure why nobody's not reading the new Fantastic Four book, but it's a great book to read. All inner stories, and you'll enjoy it. So Fantastic Four is my favorite superhero team and the best superhero team.
It's me. Just like that. Okay, let's go. Why the Defenders is the most fantastic Marvel team. Number 1, magical focus. With Doctor Strange as a member, they take on all sorts of mystical stuff. All right, they go out. It's Dormammu. They got freaking demon leaders from hell. Doctor Strange makes a powerhouse leader, regardless of whether or not they like it. I mean, they are cursed to assemble because of their freaking origin. It's like, oh no, you guys are stuck to work together when the odds get too bad. They're an incredible force. You've got the Hulk, all right? unlimited super strength. All right, you've got Doctor Strange, he's the Sorcerer Supreme. You got Silver Surfer, cosmic powers. All right, and you got Namor. Namor flies up the super strength. He's got Atlantis behind him. Yo, the team dynamics is off the chart.
All right, guys, it's time to fight it off. Let me go ahead and put myself down here. Fight.
Okay, the reason why I say that also the Fantastic Four, they have produced the best villains in Marvel history with Doctor Doom, Galactus. They introduced Black Panther into the Marvel Universe space. Nothing against the Defenders. They borrow all their villains from other people. So and it's all about family when it comes to the Fantastic Four. You know, it's all about family. And I'm not sure who's the main villain for the Defenders.
Dormammu.
That's Doctor Strange's villain. That's not even the Defenders.
Strange, but he can't be a bigger villain. What? Brainiac can't fight the Justice League because he's Superman's villain. You know, Lex Luthor can't put the world in danger because he's Superman's villain. Doctor Doom can't be a big villain because he belongs to the Fantastic Four. You know, they're like, oh no, Victor, Victor's involved. We gotta handle it. You know, pick up your skirt, Mr. Fantastic.
Listen,
Wow.
Linda.
Linda?
The Fantastic Four was.
Linda, that's another hate crime. That's 2 hate crimes tonight.
The Fantastic Four was one of the ones responsible for helping us succeed in the last Secret Wars. They was the most pivotal team. Then nobody said, "Hey, oh my God, the world's in danger. Let's call the Defenders." No, nobody says that.
Draws them together. That is why. And also, unlike the Fantastic Four, we're a family. We love each other. The Defenders don't even like each other. They're like, "Ah, shit, we're doing this again." I think that's great. That's a great spin on a classic team.
I just love the family aspect of it, the hot-headedness of the Human Torch, the grittiness of the Thing.
We got Submariner. You want gritty? We got the Hulk.
No.
Right? You want a
Submariner is a womanizer.
Doctor Strange. All right.
So you're referring to the Defenders comic book, not the Defenders TV series version.
Yeah, fuck the Defender TV series. I told you can't. It's too hard to censor me. But yeah, from Invisible Woman over Silver Surfer, my team has got it all. My team has got everything.
We introduced the Silver Surfer to Marvel. The family introduced the Silver Surfer to Marvel. That's
right.
First
but guess
appearance.
what? The Defenders take something that exists, the super team, okay, which thank you, Fantastic Four, for being the first on the Marvel block, right? And the Defenders takes it and elevates it into something more interesting, okay?
But
and
how interesting though?
And they gave us the Wrecking Crew. They gave us the Wrecking Crew. All right. And
I never seen a Defenders cartoon. I never seen a Defenders television
the
show.
Hulk covered the Defenders team up, okay? The Hulk covered the Defenders team up.
But I'm talking about an actual Defenders show.
Are the Defenders Avengers Light or?
That's basically what they are.
Because let me tell you something. You got the Sorcerer Supreme, the Silver Surfer, Namor the Submariner, who leads Atlantis, and the Incredible Hulk, whose rage is as unlimited as his power. You're going to tell me that's a weak team? They deliver. And that's like the whole team. They got Valkyrie. They got Nighthawk. They got the best supporting crew ever. You can't mess with that. You know?
Wait.
Fantastic Four has the Inhumans.
Let's not forget that the Incredible Hulk was also a Fantastic Four member as well. Let's not forget that.
Oh, only the most back up. Let's call him. We have to win.
It was Ghost Rider. It was Wolverine. It was Spider-Man. I mean, it was that Fantastic Four team is still better than the Defenders. It was more exciting than the Defenders.
The Avengers is more exciting. They have more mystical battles, and that's great. They're fighting devils, demons, ghosts. They're fighting through graveyards. They got everything.
The Defenders are the D-list team that nobody talks about.
I don't care. Sometimes the D-list is fake. And we all know how I feel about the D. The D is for delivery and the Defenders. All right? They are a great book. All right? There's over 100 issues. All right?
They had 100 issues, but the Fantastic Four is well over that. They've been the Marvel's family for decades.
They are Marvel's first family, and I'm not taking that for them. just like I wouldn't take that Superman away from being Superman. But the point is, the Defenders is more interesting. Every day of the week.
They introduced us to the cosmic space of Marvel. That's what the Fantastic Four did. Defenders are ground level.
Deliver on that? Silver Surfer's not there to deliver? Yo, and you're gonna tell me watching Silver Surfer go to blows with Fisto isn't one of the hottest things? It doesn't just give you the oomph? Please,
no, I don't believe characters like Annihilus.
I don't believe it.
All right, guys, time is up. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. So since we gotta make sure I got the right screen. There you go. See Bizzle. Give me your last remarks.
Okay, my last remarks is this. The Fantastic Four introduced us to some great villains, probably one of some of the best villains in the history of Marvel, with Dr. Doom and Galactus, Tyrax, the Heralds, and they even brought in one of the Defenders' characters, which is the Silver Surfer, into the Marvel Universe, Black Panther, the Inhumans. I mean, they've done so much stuff for the first family of Marvel. It's brought us so many characters, so many great stories in the cosmic world. I mean, you can't help but to pick the Fantastic Four as the best superhero team out of these two. All
right, time's up. Cliff, defend the Defenders.
Powerful and unique freaking threats. They're great. Psychological depth to their villains. Baron Mordo, Dormammu, Nightmare, all intricate psychological layers to their stories at a time where that was not very common. So the Defenders would constantly be challenged physically and mentally. All right. Supernatural threats and street level threats at the same time, with New York City as your landscape. Cosmic and interdimensional threats, thanks to thanks to Doctor Strange. Look at all these
Mr. Fantastic, he said it.
Listen, they did the whole scope of the Marvel Universe. What's his name? Nebulon or whatever it is that they were fighting. Amazing. Profound otherworldly villains. We got all sorts of stuff. Their legacy still affects comics today, regardless of whether the series is running. So that is it. The Defenders are awesome. I love them. They deserve the love.
All right, guys. So now it's time for you, the channels, watchers, who's watching the live stream right now. Let us know which of the two won this argument. Was it Cliff on Comics or C Bizzle? Now, guys, while we're waiting for people to give me their answers, tell me a little bit about what's going on in the Council of Comics.
Woo!
A lot. We got some. Listen, hear me out. We got some big stuff coming in July. I'm just want to let y'all know. July is only a week away. We got some nice stuff going on in the Council of Comics. Make sure you check us out. We're doing some great things on Sunday. We're talking about the Hunger Games. I have never
good one.
I've never seen the Hunger Games, so this is gonna be my first time watching it. Cliff told me that the first one is the best one, and then it goes downhill from there. So
I only saw the first one, and I didn't care for any of them.
Yeah,
the same way I feel about Twilight.
That's it. And Twilight, I only enjoyed the mute and fast forward and slow.
I was too busy watching Underworld than watching Twilight. I never watched Twilight.
Hunger Games sucks, so skip it.
We can't skip it, J-Man. We're locked into it. What is it called? What are you calling when you're forced to do something? Your obligation. It's an obligation to do the Hunger Games.
All right, guys. So as we're doing this, it turns out we got a couple of guys here. It says the earnest viciousness that Cliff brought to this losing battle was incredible. I commend you, sir, even though, of course, everyone on Earth disagrees. Frog Brawler went with C-Biz. 35 cents also went with it's tough what to justify. I know where he's going for. He went for C-Bizzle. Gotta give this one to C-Bizzle Sizzle. Nobody beats the Biz. We got Kevin, who's interesting, and Joe is like, with Cliff, Defenders rule, FF just rules all over the carpet.
Thank you for the pity vote. I love it.
Oh my goodness. FF is the better team, but I love the Defenders. I own more Defender comics than FFs, but the FFs is the entire Marvel universe, so I'm gonna give that one to C Bizzle. And Shizzle sees Bizzle. He already voted for that one. I also think all suck. So this one goes to C-Bizzle.
At least I
So
got one.
right
That's all
now,
I care
as
about.
we have it, Cliff is currently winning 2-3. But C-Bizzle, do not worry. You still have a chance to win, even though I think the audience might feel differently. But you still have a chance. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what's called a lightning round. The lightning round is really simple. We're going to put a timer up, which I'm gonna display it right now. There it is. There's a 2-minute timer. And I'm going to go into my IG because, again, you had to ask your questions through the IG stream. So you had to DM me your question through IG. I did get a few. So I'm going to start with this first question. And the way it's going to... Wait, how did I get up here? Let me make sure I switch. There we go. That's more like it. All right. The way I'm going to make this work is really simple. I'm going to say the question. You guys have to make your choice. Now, the first person that picks it gets the choice. So if it's like... If it's this or that, you're going to have to get the opposite answer. Even if you don't agree internally, you have to act like you agree. So that's going to be the fun part about this part of this lightning round. Now, again, we're going to try to do 5 questions. So that means C-Bizzle can actually win this one. All right. So the first question, and you see the timer's already up, ready to go. The first question is going to be, what do we do when they're both wrong? Oh no, actually, that wasn't a question. Is Frank okay? I'm gonna change this question up. I know this is coming from Frog Brawler, right? But I'm gonna flip it up a little bit for you guys. Is Frank Miller better than your choices?
No, I'll take that one.
Okay,
No.
so now
Frank Miller might be the
well, no. C-Bizzle said no first. So with that said, Cliff, you actually have to say yes. So go for it.
I have to defend Frank Miller?
Yep. That's how it works.
You're horrible.
Yeah. You got to defend it.
Horrible.
No, sorry, that's how this game is working, bro. You got to go.
I'm not, but like, what is this? Like, this is now you turn into high school debate team. Now you just crapped all over me. I don't have the power of making Santiago for real. Shit. Captain Holt, help me. All right, so
C-Bizzle, what you got to say? You said no, right? So are you gonna just go for it?
No.
It's wonderfully layered. It's really cool. I'm gonna give Frank Miller.
You stick to writing. It's horrible.
Sin City was simple, black and light, executed. You had layered characters. It actually made for a good movie. I was very pleased.
I disagree.
Yes, you can disagree all day. This is my
Frank Miller. Artwork is horrid.
They did not poop it up. And 300 was also well done. And it made for a better movie.
It was not. Nobody wants the history lesson of 300.
Snyder actually did something right. All right? So, like, I don't want to hear.
I always feel that.
Wait. How am I
Put
supposed
the
to
image of Wolverine, Frank Miller's
Wolverine,
Frank Miller's Daredevil.
Right everywhere, except for that beautiful boy who got the captain.
You guys start letting us know who you think is winning this weird round. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Unbelievable. No, C-Bizzle has no ground on this because Frank Miller did give us some hits. He gave some hits. Sin City is a big hit. 300 was
only in the movies.
Hit.
Only in the movies. Only 300.
I mean, I don't was reading the book. These crap ass comic book covers that Frank Miller keeps coming out with are terrible. I mean, like, but he did give us 300. He did give us Sin City's epic. Sin City.
The covers out. The horror of the chorus outweighs.
Oh, his Daredevil run! Thank you, David. His Daredevil run is phenomenal. We got Daredevil with the gun. We got Daredevil versus the Punisher. We got Elektra being killed and resurrected. Woo!
Time is up, guys. You let me know who got the win for this one. Is it gonna Cliff? That's a great job.
I did. Y'all mother lovers say like you have to defend this trash. Go do it.
Cliff got this one.
So Cliff wins this one. Oh, so you're actually
conceding.
You're okay. So all right. Wait, Frog Brawl is still with defender.
I traumatized him.
Cliff is voting for Steve. Oh. My goodness, this is too funny. Cliff FTW. Cliff LOL. Cliff argues logic with his high pitch voice. So I'm not even sure who wins this. It looks like it's Cliff, right?
It's Cliff.
No, wait, we got
Cliff.
Bizzle. So okay, so wait up. So we got one for Cliff. We got another one for Cliff. We got Cliff wins this one. So Cliff is now winning 3-1.
Wow, I defended someone whose work I don't particularly care for. Yeah.
All right. So again, guys, if you want to go ahead and leave me a question, go ahead and IG leave the question so that they could fight. It's gonna be fun. You want to recount? Trust me, it's not that hard to count this. All right. So our next question here is: you both started talking a little bit about ASM. And currently what's going on with ASM hashtag, it's not that kind of a game. So my question for you is, if you had the opportunity to be the editor of Amazing Spider-Man, who is going to be your writer?
Mark Waid.
Okay, Mark Waid. Cliff.
Yes.
Do I have to defend that or fight it?
No, you have to come up with your writer.
Yeah.
Oh, my writer? You know what? I'm gonna get stankily creative. I'm gonna say Jeff Johns.
All right, fight it out.
Okay, so what Mark Waid has been doing on World's Finest, Batman Superman World's Finest, has been remarkable. He's bringing back a lot of the great the feel of the characters of Batman and Superman, and what he's doing in there, I really enjoy it, and I think he would bring life back into Spider-Man that everybody doesn't like. I'm particularly okay with Zeb Wells' run, but
Jeff Johns breathed new life into the Green Lantern series, probably the best Green Lantern run of modern times. Breathed new life into the Flash. Breathed impeccable life into the Justice Society of America. Made JSA one of the most #1 comics of all time.
If it's not delayed. The JSA has been delayed.
We got a fight going on.
I mean, I'm telling you.
Infinite Crisis, he knocked out
Doomsday Clock, delayed.
A great team for 52, and that went very well.
If he's not focused on his work, he's going to be delayed. So you want to delay ASM book? That's what I'm saying. That's what you're going to get, is a delayed book from him.
Baby.
I'm telling you, he's not going. He may deliver on the story, but you're gonna be waiting for that story.
He will deliver the story. Listen, if he cares about
waiting
for it. He was never late with
it's gonna be months in between each issue.
If he loves Spider-Man,
what he did previously. No, I'm sorry.
He will deliver.
What he did to the JSA, he delayed it.
Peter won't be boring. His Peter will do stuff.
He didn't bring life into the Doomsday Clock. I'm sorry. That was an average event at best.
All right. I'm having none of it. Ghost Machine is amazing. The Unnamed Universe is amazing. Jeff Johns can deliver, baby. He can deliver it.
All right, time is now up. Guys in the chat, let us know who took the win for this one. So we got here, that's legit, but Johns is a good one too. That one's tough. Don't forget Ghost Machine. Ghost Machine is great. Well, we're talking about who should write Spider-Man. That was the real question, right? Cliff's looking into the camera, exclaiming, I have to defend Frank Miller. I can defend Frank Miller. It's not hard to defend Frank Miller. You know what I'm saying?
It's also not easy.
You gotta go with the past. You gotta go with what he's done. You gotta go with the accomplishment.
I watched him look at a CGC representative put that.
Wait, guys. We got a new member. We got Frog Brawler in the house. Thank you, Frog Brawler. I think he was a member, but let me double check on that. But all right, 35 cents has selected C Bizzle. So C Bizzle is right there. We got one for C Bizzle. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna go with Wade. C Bizzle had a great point. Consistency is key. All right, so we got 2 for C Bizzle. All right, guys, let me know in the chat who you picking. It was Mark Waid or Jeff Johns on Amazing Spider-Man. Which one of the two would you pick? We got a Cliff. We got DVH with Cliff right there.
Joe, for me.
C Bizzle. Oh, we got another C Bizzle there.
That's the same C Bizzle. He says you don't count comics embrace twice.
Good catch up. You can't go wrong. All right. So it turns out there's. But Glitter got him. So guess what? C Bizzle gets the win for that one.
And we
So
remain tied.
No, you're 3-2. 3-2 right now. It's
Are
3-2. Yeah, it's 3-2.
Am I at 3? Is that happening?
Yeah.
You are at 3, my man.
Yeah.
That's the way you like it. You got 3. All right. Our next question comes from 35 cents. Oh, still only 35 cents. He kept it really simple. He made a big one. He says, here's a big one. Remember, you have to pick the first voice I hear gets to pick. So you have to pick in this case, you have to pick the other one. All right. If you don't get it. Here's a big one. Marvel or DC?
DC.
Marvel.
Okay, fight it out. That's gonna be easy.
All right,
Okay.
DC's got all the classics. DC gave us Superman. Without Superman, we ain't got nothing. We even got the Fantastic Four.
No.
Without the Justice
Did we just get it free?
No, we talking about right now.
Have given us the
About
Fantastic
right
Four.
now.
All right, because he
No,
was like,
no,
we
no.
need to come
We
up
got
with
Spider-Man. We got the
change them.
X-Men.
They couldn't even
We got
wear
Blade.
costumes
You know what?
because
Blade's
DC had such a lockdown on
movie was the
everything.
one that saved the
Comics number one
superhero
gave us
movie.
Superman, gave us the Daily
No,
Bugle,
no.
gave us George,
Superman-
gave us
They-
Lois Lane,
The Superman-
gave us
Superman
the
movies
Tara,
got the
the
goodness,
magicians, the
Christopher Reeve. Okay,
all
that's
in
the
issue
last
number
time.
1.
How many times you gonna tell
Just
Batman's
Christopher
origin in the
Reeve
movie?
is a magnificent.
I mean,
He's
come
the
on
best
now.
Superman ever.
No.
You know, we got
Oh,
so much.
can we talk about the
Superman alone.
Snyderverse?
Wait,
The Snyderverse?
That
That piece of hot garbage?
Plenty of
Are we
Batman.
gonna talk about that? We're gonna talk about Batman v
Brian
Superman?
has got that
Can we
new
talk
Batman
about
series
that?
coming out, and
Come
it is
on now. Can we
fabulous,
talk
all
about
right?
Aquaman?
We
Oh,
got
can we talk about the
Superman
travesty of
we
the
got
the
writing
water.
of Harley
we had the
Quinn?
better 80s
Harley
crossover.
Quinn is
The
hot
chick
garbage?
Crisis
The
on the
writing
Dead.
on that?
Like,
Can we
boom,
talk
Planet
about that?
Dead.
Can we
Boom,
talk
Planet
about
Dead.
no?
Boom, Planet
No,
Dead.
you look
Boom,
at you
rewrite
look at the
continuity.
MCU in
What is
totality,
freaking
how
Beyond
great the
War?
MCU.
Kidnapped you all and no
Are we
one
gonna talk
even
about the
knows.
Infinity
I don't even
War?
want to hear
How
it.
great that
We had
movie is?
decent
We're gonna
superheroes
talk
doing
about how
stuff long
these
before
the Punisher
anybody
book,
had
the Moon Knight
Marvel
book.
was doing
You want
it.
to talk about
All
that?
right? It was
DC has
busting
not
through
done
walls and
anything but
everything.
cartoons.
Hell,
That's the
Legion
last
was
thing
so
they did.
hot. Legion
No,
was
I'm
so hot
sorry.
that 2 characters
Marvel
ended
has
up
been
X-Men.
knocking it out the park in the
Nightcrawler and
movies,
Storm should
knocking
have
it
been
apart in the
Legion
comic
characters.
books. Come on, no,
The
in the
freaking
television shows.
Imperial Guard.
Oh
is
man,
in
we're gonna see
almost
the cheesiness of the
Legion
Flash
superheroes.
television show. Green Arrow wasn't all that great.
I
We
don't
can talk
wanna
all
hear
day
it.
long.
It's
It's
always the first
and it's about
I told you it was a
long
fight.
shot.
All right, they
Marvel
have
has
it.
best-
They have DC
No,
has been bringing it to
DC
the table for years.
DC
And
is
who wanted to
how many
bring
reboots we gonna get on DC? We've been getting
DC
so many
brought Jason
reboots.
Todd
We get
back
reboot
first.
every
They
2 years.
copycat it
The
with
New
Bucky
52.
5 seconds later.
Nobody
All
really
right,
liked the New
let's get
52.
right here.
Come on now.
DC is not
DC is
afraid
just
to
been
throw
nothing but
down. They are
reboots.
not ever.
All right. I know some people voted prior, but you have to listen to the whole argument. So Comic Journey went with C Bizzle, but I think he's doing that just so he go against Cliff no matter what. All right, guys, tell me who won this argument. Was it C Bizzle? C Bizzle, you had Marvel. Cliff had DC. Is that correct?
Did you hear the conversation?
I don't even know where I'm at anymore.
You know what? Comic Journey.
Base it off of the argument, guys. Base it off the argument.
It was absolutely sound. Okay, I brought real facts. All right, we don't have the state of comics without Superman. We don't have a Fantastic Four without a Justice League.
No,
These
you
are
stop.
just-
No more argument.
because the fighting.
I could mute.
You
I
brought
can mute it.
it up in here. You caused this. You did this. Now you deal with the consequences. You lay in the bed that you made.
All right, guys, we have to make sure we gotta let Cliff calm down a little bit. Is he okay? You okay? All right. Remember, it's based off of the argument right now. So C-Bizzle does have a point right now for this round, right? And as we see here, going with Cliff on this one. So Cliff takes this one from Joe. All right. Honestly, I think Marvel probably squeaks with DC anime. Well, good point. All right. So right now, okay. So Glitter is picking Cliff on this one. So far we got 2-1. Cliff.
Yeah, that too.
So Cliff it is. All right. So I got 3-1 for Cliff. Do we got more? Apparently Phil. What? Oh, okay. Glitter's laughing at Phil's remark. All right. Okay, so I got 3-1 right now for Cliff. Are we talking movies? It doesn't matter. The question was posed in the way it was. Oh, here we go. We got another one for C Bizzle.
Marcus and Ryan.
Oh, look at that. So we're actually tied. 3-3 for this one. There's 3-3. So so the next person that gives us an answer that has not responded gets the pick. So we got Entropy in Comics. What's going on? And then there is. Did the DVH vote earlier? I think DVH didn't vote.
No,
so
he
DVH
didn't.
Cliff. And did we get someone else to come out of nowhere? Okay. Greetings, community. What's up, Entropy? Entropy, who did you pick? Cliff or I have a migraine? Thank you. You're so most welcome. All right. We're gonna move to our next topic. This one actually goes to Cliff. Cliff gets the win for this one because, as you can see here, still 35 cents also decided to make the case. So, see, Bizzle, man, it's getting tough. It's getting tough, bro. It's getting tough. Yeah. So, this question came in from Phil's Treehouse. We might have to modify it a little bit. So someone is going to have to go for, and the other person is going to have to go against. You got that? Mm-hmm. All right. So the question is, and you have to convince him. So you got to convince him for. Someone's going to go convince him for. The other one's going to convince him against. Convince me. I need to buy all 25 variant covers of your new comic.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so we got a yes. So C-Bizzle, you got to go with no. All right, fight it up.
Let me tell you, you need to buy all 25 variants of my cover. All right? Because
no, you don't. Save your money. Fight the Empire.
Variants.
Just buy the cover A. You'll be good. You don't need all the variants. It's not worth it. Most of those books going to be in the dollar bin. I guarantee you, we'll fight the Empire. I can understand why you need 25.
And I'm not going to
variants.
Ladies on you either. All the ladies are going to be put in position of power. So half the one-third variant is going to be the sexy ladies in power. You know, all of
later in the dollar bin,
looking good. You know, like and we're there powerful, and the men have
it's not worth it. You must fight the Empire because
you know the ladies are in charge. So if you like that, where the ladies are in control and the men are the sexy, we're going to have covers like
cover A.
We're
that's all you need.
Beautiful.
Do not buy 20. Why you need 25 variants of the same book? All the materials are all the same. We don't need that many books.
You know, Manhood magazine with the
cover A. This is all you need is the cover A. You don't need multiple variants of the same book. All the material is the same. It's not going to gain value more than the other books. Trust me. You don't need that. Put the money in your pocket. Go buy some vintage comic books. Get a slab.
With the freaking Furious Fist, we're gonna have him in there. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have. They're gonna be glistening, shirtless, diving fighting Nazis, nothing like glistening, gay boy toy superheroes. Not like Nazis.
You gotta fight them.
Winning on that. All right,
the same amount of money on every single issue.
I'm gonna remortgage my house so that I can
cover A or your favorite cover.
All the best of it. I will have a gym variant. I don't care how many people at my house blow. I will get that variant. It's gonna be glorious. I'll have all the Brazilians working on it. It'll be beautiful. Steve, can I just tell you I love you so much? Thank you.
I do too.
I have all the Brazilians working on it.
Same here. I got nothing but love for you, Cliff.
Guys, let me know in the chat who wins this battle. C-Bizzle for no, right? C-Bizzle was no. Cliff was a yes. Cliff, you're gonna buy 25 variants, man? Seriously?
I'm gonna produce 25 variants.
I use his theme of no more variants.
You honor me, CJ. Cliff gets the marketing position. C-Bizzle gets C-Bizzle gets this one right now. So C-Bizzle gets another one for C-Bizzle right there from Glitter. Let's see what else we got here, Cliff, because it's too much.
It's true. I did have the worst division.
C-Bizzle cover A.
Yep, cover A. That's all you need.
I love the fact that we finished it with says all he needs is all the Brazilian. because I get variants all the time. I think we have a winner. I do believe we have a winner for this one, and this one's gonna actually go to C-Bizzle.
I actually do buy variants. I do buy variants.
Really? So you actually
yeah. I don't buy a lot of them. I buy, depending on the character.
I don't always buy variants, but when I do, they're Amazing Spider-Man.
It's Black Panther.
I'll tell you what, when my book actually comes out, C-Bizzle will be buying all of them. All right.
You're gonna have multiple
on the Kickstarter with the one where it's like get all 25 covers featuring Brazilian artists. I want C-Bizzle to buy. If I don't see C-Bizzle ordering that one, I'm gonna be calling him. I'm gonna be showing up at his door in Texas. It's gonna get ugly real fast. I'm gonna be like, I thought we were real friends. I don't know.
He does have my address, by the way.
That's right. I'm looking at it right now. I'll be there.
All right, guys. It turns out that we do have a winner, and really, it came to the wire. He led 4-3. Our winner for today is going to be Cliff on Comics. Cliff, congratulations.
Good job, Cliff.
You have won by one, no less. It wasn't a blowout. So congratulations to Cliff on this one. What was that?
Appreciate you, Cliff.
It was a good fight. And I was not 100% prepared for the superhero team thing to be in there. And I was like, oh man, I got to defend.
You're prepared for the other one, right?
Yeah. I was like, let it be that's villain. Let's go. Like,
yep. So Cliff, you get the
good job, Cliff. I appreciate you.
Good fight, C-Bizzle. All seriousness. You put up a good fight, but coming with Cliff was coming in strong. He was the favorite to win. But I'm happy to say, because of the closeness of it, C-Bizzle, you came back in the second round, the third round.
Yeah,
that's when you started picking up. You're like, okay, starting third round, I gotta fight this guy. Just talk over him. That's all you gotta do with Cliff. Just talk over him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. At no point did I ever feel talked over.
That's because we haven't fought, bro. That's because we haven't fought. We can fight.
Dude, we will shatter the eardrums of everyone in New York State. It'll be terrible. Yo, Rob will call from California and be like, what are you two doing? When I told you two had chemistry, I didn't say do this. Don't do this.
But this was fun. I really appreciate being on here.
Well, thank you for being the first guys to do it. We are going to, he picked Defenders too. We are going to do this again in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, we're going to have our next show. We have a really, really cool lineup set up. I already do have the guests, but I will reveal to them in 2 weeks from now. From Monday, you'll get to find out who's the fight going to be. It's going to be a good one, guys. I got to tell you that, guys.
Side note, this is my first time being on your show.
Yeah, I know. See, Biz, I was gonna call you sooner or later. I think we did have something scheduled, didn't we?
Had something, but something
came up, so that's what happened. So this
is the magic of Cliff. I bring people together.
Sure, Cliff. That's exactly the magic you have.
That is the magic I have. You want to have an argument with you before we?
Don't get started with me. It's 10-10 over here.
That in the back.
If you want me to fight, I'll fight you. But we're not gonna. I'll win. Because I'll just mute you.
Because you can mute me and remove me for the channel. That's why. That ain't fair.
But we are going to have some really good fights coming up. I did speak to a lot of people, so there are fights on the way. We're going to do this bi-weekly. So if you like it, let me know. If you want to be part of the fight, you have to let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram, and you could be part of that fight.
All I know is whoever you got next has big ass shoes to fill. There's only two people. There's only two people that I'm more curious to see go at it than us two right here. All right. So
let me know. Let me know in the backstage. So I'm curious to see, because I do have some fights. I'll let you guys know who the next fights are.
Of course, for your All-Star or Champion edition, however you want to work it, I look forward to my return.
Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely do a Battle of the Champions. You know what I'm saying? How the hell did Cliff win? I got it right here. Look, it's in the notepad. It's in the notepad. I did the counting. So congratulations, Cliff, once again. Cliff will start holding signs with words like Wally.
I will too. It's not beneath me.
All right, guys, let's start doing our final plugs for the day. So starting with the winner, Cliff on Comics.
Well, you can catch me with Comics and Coffee with Cliff on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. This week will be a pre-recorded episode because I'll be attending a burial and a memorial, so let's not get into that again. But the following week, you can look forward to 22 being my guest. The week after that, I'm going to have Scotty Vaughn. And the week after that, I'm going to have Newbie Comics from Newbie Review. And that's going to be lovely. I'm really looking forward to it. You can always see me at the Council of Comics Sunday nights at 5 p.m., Monday nights at 8 p.m., and Wednesdays for New Comic Book Day at 8 p.m., where Steve will also be joining me for those nights because we are co-council members and we have a great time. And also look for... Love you!
I had to throw that in there just for Steve. Your turn, bro.
Yes. So, same thing. I will be on the Council of Comics on Sundays. Film boxing news. We'll be talking about the Hunger Games. On Monday, I'll be on with them again on Hotkeys and Comics. And then Wednesday with New Comic Book Day, I will be with them. Also, please come check my channel out. I got some unboxings. The books I bought from my LCS back in Detroit, Michigan. My former LCS, I should say. Check my video out. I'm doing a 400 subscriber giveaway pretty soon. And I got some good stuff to give away. We also got great stuff we're going to be giving away for the Council of Comics as well. So that's where you'll catch me at.
All right, man. And
game over.
Game is now over, guys. With that being said, let me go ahead, take this screen up. Thank you again for watching the channel. We're going to have some really more stuff, more fights coming in 2 weeks. We'll have our next fight. This coming Monday, we're also going to be doing the Monday night lineup where I'm going to kick things off with the show, talking about trending, inspecting comics. Council of Comics are also part of the Monday night lineup. You guys start at 8 o'clock, am I right?
Yes,
I do this screen thing all the time, right? So 8 o'clock, and just go check out these guys. They're awesome. They're great dudes, friends, brothers at heart, through internet webs and all that fun stuff. And we'll see you guys soon. And guys, I got to tell you one thing.
I think this is it. I think you're about to go home. Okay. Look, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I never said thank you. And you'll never have to.
Thank you. I guess I'll see you.
I'll see you guys next time. Excelsior.